Everyone faces a moment in life when it feels like the entire world is against them. The difference is simple. Some people surrender to their circumstances, while others use those same struggles as the staircase to success. Success is never handed to anyone. It's built through hard work, patience, sacrifice, and belief. And the people who learn to fight their fears eventually create a name for themselves. This is the story of a boy who was born into poverty, but never allowed his mindset to become poor. Ethan grew up in a crowded, low-income neighborhood on the outskirts of Detroit. His father drove a taxi for long hours every day, and his mother cleaned houses to help pay the bills. Even after working non-stop, money was never enough. Some nights dinner was nothing more than toast and cheap instant noodles. Watching his parents struggle broke Ethan's heart. Late at night, he would stare at the ceiling wondering, why is life so unfair? Sometimes he wished he had been born into a rich family. Maybe then life wouldn't feel so heavy. One evening, overwhelmed with frustration, Ethan left home and walked to the nearby train station. He sat quietly on an old bench under the city lights. His eyes were filled with anger, sadness, and disappointment. An elderly man sitting nearby noticed him. After a few moments, the old man gently asked, "Kid, what's weighing on your mind?" At first, Ethan stayed silent, but eventually he opened up about everything. The poverty, the pressure, the fear of never escaping the life he was born into. The old man listened carefully and then smiled. "Son," he said, "God doesn't place us where life is easy. He places us where our strength is needed most. If your struggles are difficult, it means there's something powerful inside you waiting to grow." Then the old man taught him 3 lessons Ethan would never forget. Hard work never betrays you. Patience is never wasted, and small savings can build big dreams. Those words stayed in Ethan's heart. That night, he made a decision. He would stop complaining about poverty and start fighting it. A few weeks later, Ethan met a man selling coffee and sandwiches from a small food cart downtown. The man told him, "Kid, no honest work is ever small. If your effort is real, even a tiny cart can become a real business someday." That sentence changed Ethan's mindset completely. Soon after, he found work at a small roadside diner. He arrived earlier than everyone else and left later than anyone else. He cleaned tables, washed dishes, served customers, and during quiet hours, he stood in the kitchen carefully watching the cooks prepare food. The diner owner noticed his dedication and eventually started teaching him how to cook. At first, Ethan struggled badly. Sometimes the fries burned. Sometimes the burgers were undercooked. Customers complained. But Ethan refused to quit. Instead of getting discouraged, he learned from every mistake. Slowly, he improved. Month after month, his cooking became better and better. Eventually, customers started specifically asking for Ethan's burgers and sandwiches. One day, the diner owner looked at him proudly and said, "You're ready to build something of your own." Ethan spent months saving every extra dollar he could. Finally, he bought a second-hand food cart and a small portable grill. Near a busy bus station, he started selling burgers, fries, and hot coffee in the evenings. The beginning was brutal. Some days he barely made enough money to cover ingredients. Rainstorms ruined entire nights of business. Many people walked past without even looking at his cart. But Ethan had already made up his mind. No matter how hard it got, he would not go backward. Then one cold evening, an older customer tasted his food and smiled. "Kid," the man said, "you've got talent in your hands and fire in your heart. Keep going. You're going places." Those words meant more to Ethan than money ever could. They gave him strength. Little by little, his business started growing. His father eventually reduced his taxi shifts and began helping him after work. Together, they served customers with honesty, clean food, and genuine care. People noticed the difference. 1 year later, after endless struggle and sacrifice, Ethan finally rented a small restaurant space. The sign above the door read, "Ethan's Snack Corner." The day the restaurant officially opened, Ethan stood silently staring at the front entrance with tears in his eyes. Because it wasn't just a restaurant. It was proof that hard work can rewrite a person's destiny. His mother no longer looked constantly worried. His father's exhaustion had been replaced with pride, and for the first time in years, hope finally lived inside their home. Ethan's story teaches us something powerful. No matter how difficult life becomes, if you stop fearing struggle and start fighting for your future, you can change your destiny. Because success doesn't wake up on its own. You have to wake it up with effort. So, How did you like this story? Leave a comment, and please like and subscribe to the channel.